So this is what I bought right here. It's from Generic Tool Company. It just says generic up there. RV, whatever that thing says. 12 volt AC compressor with inverter. And as you can see from the image, there's a whole lot of stuff missing on this thing. There's a whole section where we're supposed to have a thermal brake, switch for our pressure switch, and it just isn't there. We just have our inverter plugs, we have our hot, we have our fan hot, we have our fan ground, we have our negative, we have our trigger wire, which is the HX or XH, it's the green wire that's coming off it, and we have our yellow wire, which is the TX, which is some sort of signal wire. It does range between 2 volts and 5 volts, and it's constantly sending out. So the only things I have that I have complaints about, that wire that goes behind the AC compressor actually goes underneath it to the hot side of the compressor, which would be the motor side, and that wire doesn't exist. It's nowhere to be found on this compressor. That wire is a thermal brake. That's your overload protection to keep you from burning this compressor up. This thing does have a bunch of functions where this green light flashes. It gives you a steady blink for ready. It gives you a double flash and a pause, triple flash, so on and so forth. But it has thermal overload, overcurrent, undercurrent, phase change, which is if you burn a winding out in the motor, your high pressure and your low pressure, your faults. But I don't know how much of that's going to actually work. Thermal protection is what I was really looking for because I don't want to burn the compressor out. I will let you know, just from researching these things, that they do come pre-packaged with oil in them, and they are nitrogen charged to keep any moisture from building up in them. That's pretty important because you're going to see a lot of people putting videos up where they're putting PAG oil in these things, and they do not call for that. They need an ester oil. If you put PAG in there, PAG is actually conductive, and you will burn your motor up. So if you see a lot of people putting posts up about, hey, this thing's a piece of crap, it died in a week, that's probably because they put PAG in there, or they didn't get their trigger wires figured out properly. And that's what you got to do before you do anything. So I got mine set up right now with a little green wire and the red wire, because that's our trigger, on this momentary switch, which is kind of not your typical momentary switch. I had already tested this thing with a 3 amp fuse in here on my jumpers, just to make sure I don't blow anything up, because I can't return it. The company won't respond to me. It will give you a fault for a fan, which this is our fan lead, if you don't have a fan hooked up when you go to trigger this thing. And you got your hot and your negative, which I just got hooked up right now, makeshift. Go ahead and hook that hot up, and you can see I got the ready signal. It's ready to go. Like I said, this is not a typical momentary switch. It has a resistor built into it, so basically you're not going to overamp this thing. This switch is out of a, what was it, a defrost switch. So it hits a certain resistance and it shuts off. So if I hold my momentary switch, I got compressor on and fan on. Not going to do that long. We're not hooked up. It's going to cause problems. Still got my ready signal. Still good. And the fan stays on for about 5-10 seconds. You know, it's on a timer. So what I haven't figured out, which I'm hoping somebody could tell me, is what this yellow TX wire is looking for. What kind of reference? I'm assuming it's looking for a reference from a newer vehicle like this one, where it would have, you know, high pressure switch that has 4 terminals in it, because it's a switch and a sensor, so it's going to be relaying information as well through resistance. However, I'm not putting it on a 2007, I'm putting it on a 1994. I'm pretty sure that's not going to give me anything, and I can't find a whole lot of information. So if anybody's done anything with these guys, be nice to know something. Thank you.